here in California, I mean, we have the very real possibility of becoming Florida with a right-wing wacko radio host who could get 10 or 20% of the vote and beat Gavin Newsom if he gets 49% of the vote. This makes no sense in any universe, this recall. And you're from California, right? I mean,
I don't know why they didn't change the law. You shouldn't be able to recall somebody because of a difference of opinion.
Thank you.
Exactly.
And we've been through this before, with Gray Davis, and then we got Schwarzenegger, who was a disaster. But, the whole, oh God, I can't remember the whole thing, but it was Enron. It wasn't even Gray Davis's fault, the whole, what happened out here then. And you think we'd learn our lesson? But it's amazing that this could even happen. And the Democrats don't seem to be, awake enough to vote, to know they have to vote in this, that this is not, I think people think this is something that could never happen, right?
Well, I worked for the California Democratic Party when Gray Davis was reelected. And I was not there when he was recalled. I will say that much.
Yeah.
But it was the same problem then, that people thought this wasn't possible. Gray Davis had won in a landslide in 1998.
Yeah. So
and they didn't think anything would happen to him. But complacency can lead to a lot of unusual things politically.
Yeah.
So people really need to get out there and vote against the recall. And they don't need to get out there and vote. They need to tell everybody in their life, because they can't expect that just because they're engaged that everybody else knows what's going on.
And this polling is scary. And I got to say, Karl, I like Dianne Feinstein. I've met her. I think she's had a wonderful career out here. But I think, I think I'm having RBG flashbacks that, I just think, depending on the polling, I don't know what you I mean, I feel like I'm seeing this on Twitter more and more. Who tweeted this? I think before the California recall, to be on the safe side, Senator Feinstein needs to retire so Gavin Newsom can appoint another Democrat. I mean, if this polling is close, this is control of the United States Senate. She's almost 90. This was another idea. Who's this? The Art Planet said, if Newsom resigns on 9/13, he could puts lieutenant governor in place. Feinstein resigns on 9/15, and Newsom is named our new senator. Boom. Rope-a-dope. Okay. Yep. Just saying, lots of ideas. But it is terrifying.
Well, it creates an interesting scenario. Like, if it hadn't occurred to me that they could watch the results coming in, and as long as he resigns before they're official, would that nullify the recall? Because don't they have to certify it the same way that any other election is certified?
Travis?
I was pointing that out yesterday. A friend of mine said that this week as a legal argument. He could resign on the 13th. The lieutenant governor is sworn in. It nullifies because there's no one to recall. Because the vote is to recall Gavin.
This is the 5th largest economy in the world, Karl. This is a hugely blue state. It is... Anyway, I think the mind just reels, and plus we worked with Larry Elder, and it is it is.
Oh, he's an absolute. He's a verifiable nut.
We know that firsthand. Yes.
I mean, this is a guy who has lived his entire life on the right wing. Big money, Koch brother. Teat.
Mm-hmm. Yeah. This is an actual Jerry tweet. CNN headline tomorrow: is Joe Biden evacuating Afghanistan too quickly? I mean, I can't, right? I think on Fox News, with the sound bites we played, he's doing it too fast, not quickly enough, of course, because something. Impeachment? I'm like, what? Karl, we are over 100,000 people evacuated. This is a monumental victory. This is, I mean, he got us out of a 20-year boondoggle, right? Mm-hmm. And in the most successful evacuation in history, and, they're talking impeachment. I'm like, what?
This is something that I think many people have talked about doing, Not only that, but Trump started the ball rolling with, trying to come to some kind of an agreement with the Taliban.
Right.
My only gripe would be that maybe they should have had a plan in place before pushing through to begin getting people out while there was still a strong military presence. But it's the right thing to do, period.
They've been telling Americans they've been telling Americans for months they need to get out, offering to pay to get them out. What was he supposed to do? I mean, it's just, I can't, all these armchair generals or whatever.
What was he supposed to do? To keep these people happy? Maintain the status quo, which was untenable.
Yeah, exactly. I swear, Karl, I believe this is going to be a big win for him politically as well.
20 years of cleaning up George W. Bush's mess in the Middle East.
Yep, absolutely. And we've been talking that long, I think. Almost. And we love it every time. Karl, thank you, honey. Thanks for.
All right, have a good one.
Thanks, Carl.